Hi, Liz. It's very nice to see you today. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little nervous about being here.
Yeah, it's understandable. Um, New things can be kind of scary. Um, so, over the phone, you talked about how you've been dealing with a lot of stress
Hmm.
lately and that you recently lost your job.
Yes.
I'm very sorry to hear about that. Um, I would love to delve into these um, with you. Um, First, I would like to do a run through of just um, what a therapy session looks like um, and what our expectations are for each other.
Hmm.
Um, so, first of all, my name is Laura, as I said on the phone before. I am a music therapist and counselor. So, what a music therapist is I use music to achieve certain goals. So, an example could be we're using songwriting to increase um, your mood, your happiness. Um, or we could be playing drums to decrease stress. Um, it's all kind of what you want to do as well, um, as these sessions are completely up to you. And there are some risks and some benefits to therapy. Um, Risks could be we could be listening to a song and it brings up a memory that may not be the most pleasant, in which case we would work through it together. Um, Benefits, as I was saying earlier, is the increase of mood, the decrease of stress, and sometimes can even just be cathartic. If you're angry, you could pound on drums. Um, does that sound okay?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And please stop me if you have any questions at all during this. Um, so now to talk about confidentiality. Everything that is said here stays here. It is only between the two of us. And even the notes that I take will be stored away in a safe space that no one can access. But there are limits to the confidentiality. One of those being if you would like to receive the notes, like send it to your primary care doctor or something, all you would have to do is ask me and we can sign a release form. And um, yeah, um, two, insurance can look at the session notes just to know kind of what's going on um, and what they can charge and what they can help with. Three, um, if the court were to order me to um, send in the case notes, then I would have to do so, but I would only tell them what they needed. I would not breach that in any way. Um, if um, Another one is if you were to mention that a child or an elderly person um, was being abused in any way, um, not necessarily by you, but by anyone else, um, then I would have to report that. Um, and if you were to hurt yourself or others, either like now or in the future, I would have to um, make sure that I tell someone that. Um, and that's not to say if you had some thoughts about suicide or some thoughts about talking to someone, I'm going to pick up the phone and call 911 because sometimes those can be normal thoughts and we can talk about that. Um, do you have any questions with that?
No, I don't.
Okay. And if there was any chance that there is a breach in confidentiality, say someone broke in and was somehow able to access the notes, I would make sure that I called you. You would be the first person to be notified about it. Um, does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. Um, so again, these sessions are completely up to you and with what you want to do. Um, so, but if this is not a right fit, um, we'll have open communication about this, and we can talk about some other resources for you. I can give you some references. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, would you be able to finish this paperwork? Just sign here, and then we can give that a start. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, perfect. Okay, how was that?
That's good. You did a good job. I think you covered everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can improve or
You said if somebody breaks in and gets the notes. I know with hospice, we had to have all our notes were behind 2 locked doors. So I don't know if there can be clarity about, maybe scattered around or something, just a reassurance that the notes are in a secure location, and if they are behind 2 locked doors, then to say that.
okay. I was thinking when I said that you would be the first person to call was probably didn't need to say that because wouldn't necessarily be the first person. I'd call the police first.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Is there anything that I could have made shorter, made longer, elaborated on?
We talked about all the confidentiality. I know you're saying it's very necessary, but I know many people it's very abbreviated, or it's on a piece of paper and they just hand it to you and you look at all the little words and then just sign the thing at the bottom because it's a lot to read. So. Oh, thank you, Duke, for that opinion.
And did you feel comfortable with everything that I was saying? Did you feel comfortable throughout? Was there anything that changed? Like, was there a certain mannerism that I did that made you feel uncomfortable in any way?
It was good.
Did I fix the voice flexion thing?
You still do that a little bit, but that's just you.
Okay. And my tone of voice was
okay. It's very reassuring.
Okay, cool. Was eye contact okay?
Very good.
Okay. And so, is there anything that I can improve upon?
Not that I think of.
Okay.
Good job.
Cool. Thank you. And thank you, Duke, for sitting in. Because my cat has to be right here all the time.